What up? Welcome in everybody to another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we do always start the show by being transparent. And I had a good day, but I'm still disappointed in myself. Um, I feel like everything except for the last game, which I didn't play. I didn't even think about playing in MLB. But the first three games went how I expected for the most part. I was thinking under for the Guardians game. I was thinking first five under for the Phillies game. I know Ranger Suarez, like I said, he's not a guy I usually trust all the time, but I mean, maybe this is what he does in the playoffs. He gets out of all those jams because his playoff numbers are really good. So I missed those two, but I did come back. I said, you know what? I'm not leaning no more. I'm gonna stand up straight, and I went with Royals, Yankees first five under 4.5. Royals, Yankees full game under 8. Cash. So 2-0 yesterday. I'll take it, and we'll see if we can, take that momentum into today here. Um, the Dodgers, they got it done 8-0 somehow. So I s- I'm too much of a fan probably to bet that series or bet that game too much. So I'm just gonna stay away because you guys know I'm biased and not even in a good way. So let's take a look at the chat before we get started on today. I figure I don't I'm not like I said, I've been betting college football and I'm good at it because I'm listening to people who are smart, people who are good at betting it, and I'm reading what the market is telling me, and just finding ways to back them. So I'll maybe shout out what I'm looking at. But I'm not going to talk a whole lot about the college football. I will talk more about Thursday night football. We'll go to the WNBA Finals Game One, and then I honestly need more time in MLB, but we can maybe talk it out how we were doing yesterday a little bit, even though Mr. Vino helped us out quite a bit. So let's look at some of the comments before we do get started. Joey says, I watched this show in the break room. Since I'm the boss, my employees have to watch what I want. Now all the ladies pile in here and talk about how handsome that Skee is. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And Joey, um thanks for showing me all the love by putting me up in front of everybody and just spreading the word on Ski. And I appreciate all the compliments. I'm glad that I'm good for something around here, I guess. Good to look at. Hopefully I'm winning people some bets though. What's good, Mark? Says money making Thursday. Let's get to it. Prolific in the building. Top 20 Louisiana wants to talk about UNLV. I don't even see them on the schedule. So no, we will not talk about that game. Mark is funny. Look forward to hanging with you again when you come out, Mark. JB in the building was good. Let's see. PZ, we'll talk about that WNBA. Let's see. Man, Joey, I have you know, I was a little late this morning. I was out last night and enjoying myself. And shout out to Mike. I did meet Mike over there on the strip. And Mike will know. Mike will know why I'm the way I am this morning. So bear with me, you guys. A little bit out of sorts, but it's nothing we haven't done before. If you've been around, you already know Ski likes to have a good time, but he also gets to business. Let's see. Chappy Funk in the building, ready here. A lot of comments probably because I was so late today. That's probably what it is. What up, Jose Perez? We didn't even talk any games. We will talk about it for sure. Mike R says, I think Ski forgot he has a show to do. I was just, man, it's just hard this morning, but we're still gonna get to it. I am ready for NBA 100%. You know we'll make money. We always do. Mark had it down. He said, nah, Ski will be here in 2 minutes, over under 10 minutes from posting time. Bet. And there you go. I'll pop up. Mark's been around long enough. He knows. Let's see, a couple more comments, see if I can get through them before we get to some money time. Bitsy says Ski almost on time. Almost. um, yeah, Dodgers. Man, Bitsy, we'll see. He's out of town, but he should be back on tomorrow. I think he's on with Jay Money sometime today if you want to catch him. And he does do his own podcast, The Wagering World. So you can always look that up as well. But he should be back here tomorrow unless he needs time. He's out of town. So I'll talk to him later today and we'll see. But most likely tomorrow. Hey, they be making money on these sports betting too. Jay says ladies just trying to get a free pick. The real no. I'm gonna do my best to put some money in their pocket too. 100%. All right. Lot of comments. This is what happens when you come late. So I think we can get to some action now. I guess we'll go in rotation order. That seems like the easiest way for me to do things here today. So that means we'll talk about NFL first. I did talk about it a little bit yesterday with Vino, but after thinking about it some more, pretty sure I'm ready to make some bets. I haven't made bets yet, but I'm making bets while we're on the show. Probably in all the sports we're going to talk about. So 49ers and Seahawks opened up. I have them as a 3.5 point favorite, which means it didn't move. Total open 48. Looks like 49 right now. And like I said, I talked to Vino yesterday, and I've come to the conclusion that I don't want the Seahawks. I'm not even gonna be thinking about the Seahawks. I really want to get there with San Fran, and I hate that everybody's betting them. I really do, especially on this prime time stage. But I'll say a few things about them. And actually, let me first start with Seattle. Seattle, I feel like is kind of fraudulent, and I said that the past couple weeks. They started off 3-0. Let me actually get this up on the screen so we can look at it together, and it'll be a little bit easier for me. So let's screen share, boom. All right, so you guys should be able to see this right here. So just looking at the Seahawks so far, um, they did play Denver, they- who's the bottom feeder. They played New England, who's not even. I mean, the line for New England's wins this year was what 4.5, 5.5. They're not even supposed to be good. I think they had to go into overtime to win that game by 3. They faced the Dolphins without Tua. I mean, it was they didn't really do anything or play anybody those first 3 games. Then they come play a real team in Detroit, a contender, and they get smoked. Then they come back the next game and get smoked again by the Giants, who aren't even good. So I think the Seahawks start to the year was pretty fraudulent. And this right here, though, we talked about it in this matchup. I'm pretty sure we were on Detroit in this game, and I also was on the Giants in this game. So I faded the Seahawks successfully twice in a row. They I mean, I know the 49ers are injured, but the Seahawks are banged up too. And a lot of where they're banged up is their offensive line. Um, and I think that could really be problems today because I mean, we saw this last game versus the Giants. I'm pretty sure they gave up 7 sacks. Like that line is not really holding up. And now, for as much as San Fran is banged up, they still got monsters on that D line. I mean, Bosa, he's gonna line up right in front of, I think it's Forsyth for Seattle. Gonna line up right in front of him, and he's the third string. So you're getting Bosa in a really, really great matchup. I think that's going to be the key in this game. Once again, they'll have Gino running for his life. Not mad if you want to look at Gino rushing prop, maybe. Although if he gets sacked, that's going to hurt. If he gets sacked, that's going to hurt that prop. Not really a prop guy, so I'll leave that alone. But I'll say I think Bosa's going to get after him tonight, and I think he has to because if the defensive line is not getting there, Seattle, I mean, they have too many weapons in the past game, and they'll take advantage of some of those guys, some of those backups who are in on San Fran. So I think we'll see a lot of pressure all throughout the game. Um, and then just looking at it from 49ers perspective, they've already lost a couple games in the division. And let me pull up the division actually here on my phone so I can be completely accurate. So standings. There we go. So they are currently number 3. They lost the tiebreaker to Arizona. They just lost to them. And the Seahawks are 3-2. They're 2-3. The 49ers are. So this is a huge game for the 49ers season. And I know, what I said yesterday, I wasn't as high on San Fran this year for a lot of different reasons. Some of it is their schedule, things they had in the offseason, the injuries that they've had now. Like, I understand, but this seems like the season for the 49ers. If they lose this game, it's going to be hard for them to win their division. in their schedule, they're at a rest disadvantage, like I said, more than any other team in the league. So I think you get the kitchen sink from the 49ers today. You're getting everything. And I still think, even with the injuries, they're the better team. You look at Seattle, they gave up what? I think they gave up like 170 rushing yards last week. I could see San Fran still being good in the run game, running it all game long. And then I think that Purdy's going to play with a chip on his shoulder, just because last time he played Seattle, he was getting picked off left and right. I think he had like 3 or 4 picks that he threw. So I'm pretty sure you get, a focus Purdy. I think the 49ers honestly are going to play their best game. And I'm not mad, like, for people who maybe want to cut it in half, because looking here, I mean, 49ers, they go get a lead, maybe because they're not able to hold on to it, is what I'm trying to say here. They get a lead, they're not able to hold on to it. Maybe it's because, I mean, Shanahan, maybe he's good scripting the plays, and, the offensive mind early in the game, and then just not able to adjust or something. Um, so I'm not mad if you want to take 49ers early at the 2.5 number in the first half. I might even do that as well. But I do think the 49ers are going to win this game. And they should win it by margin. Another thing to note, bad, terrible spot for the Seahawks. Let's get back up here. Terrible spot for the Seahawks. They're playing their third game in, I believe, 10 or 11 days. Let's see, they played Monday night here. Where's the date? There we go. Yeah, so the 30th, the 6th, and now the 10th. So it should be third and 11 days here. Monday, Sunday, Thursday. Just not really a good spot, especially when you got all these injuries for them too. So not good spot for Seattle. Seattle kind of fraudulent in my books. 49er season is on the line here. Um, I feel like 49ers are the play. I think 49ers first half. I think 49ers cover the full game. Um, I might even consider ski lining it just because of the situation. If you're new, that means putting some on the spread, or pretty much you're covering your spread bet with the money line bet. So those are the ways I'm thinking about playing this. And total, I don't feel extremely strong. I know defenses are injured, are lacking. I could see a lot of points in this game, honestly, but a whole lot of games haven't been making it in the 50s, I feel like, just in general. So that totals kind of have me nervous. I've been doing better picking sides than totals in the NFL. So I'll leave that alone right now. Um 49ers. Let's see what you guys think. Let me take this off the screen. Well, I said, whoa, what's going on in the chat? That wasn't for me though. Let me scroll up because I was talking a lot. Um, the chat, man. All right, PZ says 49ers first half. He's liking, and I definitely get it. Uh, David Cage leaning towards the under. I don't really feel strong about this total, so sorry, I gotta leave that to you. This is appealing to me. San Fran first half team total at 13.5. I feel like they've come out, and I feel like they've come out and played. My bad. I got distracted there by text. But they've been playing good in the first half, right? So I should have probably looked at this already. But I'm just gonna glance. They just need 13 points. I feel like they've gotten that every week. Versus the Cardinals. Yeah, they had 23 in the first half, 0 in the second half. Versus the Patriots, 20 in the first half, 10 in the second. Versus the Vikings, they only had 7 in the first half. Vikings defense is something else, though. That's a different animal right there. And versus the Jets, they had 16 in the first half, 16 in the second. So I do like this bet. I like that San Fran first half team total. That could be something that I take as well. Um, UCAP, now that I'm looking at it, I don't see it on this odd screen, but I feel like I did see the Tigers pitcher um announced. Maybe I'm mistaken. I think I was watching Jimmy's show and they had somebody on there, like I forget who it was. It was Bybee versus, I can't remember. So sorry, I can't help. It doesn't say it on the odd screen though, to be fair. Let's see. B Daddy likes San Fran money line over 49. He likes Kittle over 48.5 receiving yards and over 4.5 receptions. Good luck on those. Quincy asking about Geno's passing yards. Um, like I said, I think uh, I'm not a big player prop person, so I'm sorry I can't help you out too much. I can do it in NBA, but I don't want to just lead you in the wrong direction for NFL. I'm not the guy to talk about too many player props until it gets to the playoffs. Top 20 Louisiana likes Debo to have 79 plus receiving yards or to have over 54.5. I'm sorry. Says he's recorded 79 plus in 6 of 7 appearances versus the Seahawks. Fu says Purdy 8-1 as a favorite of less than 4 on the road. That's an interesting stat. I did mention this, Hank. Appreciate you shouting that out. Yeah, I didn't mention this though. Rookie head coach on a Thursday night. That's a fade as well for the Seahawks. Seahawks, I feel like they've lost their last. I think I saw a stat they lost their last 4 Thursday nighters. But yeah, having a rookie coach on Thursday, short week, not ideal at all, especially versus a pissed off San Fran team. Let's see. B Daddy thinks the losing streak ends tonight. I would agree. Shout out to Dylan for becoming a YouTube member, and I'll share something for the members. I appreciate you doing that, and the member stuff will pick up quite a bit as soon as NBA's here, and NBA's here in less than 2 weeks. So be ready for that. Um, let's see. A lot of these comments, I think I'm seeing some doubles. Top 20 says 49ers have won the first half in each of their last 7 games against the NFC West opponents. Sab, my guy Sab says, gotta be the Niners. Man, that's how I'm feeling, bro. It's gotta be the Niners. Like, I feel like I can live and die with this spot. And I don't like betting with everybody in football. I really don't. But this might be one where, you know, public wins sometimes too. We haven't seen a lot of 3 games in 11 days, Nate, but we will see it 3 games in 11 days quite a bit this season. So it's not impossible. Mark says Kiddo props for his birthday. I think it's also Gino's birthday for anybody who's into that kind of thing. Hello, Miss Tasha. Top 20 likes the Seahawks. Says he would have took San Fran if it was -2.5. So he doesn't like laying over a field goal, and I can understand that. Let's see. Yeah, that's just that comment that threw me off. I ain't even gonna put it on the screen, Tasha, because they might start going crazy in here. Manzi likes the way I broke it down. He says San Fran -3.5. Take it to the bank. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's see. Jordan Mason over rushing yards from Tasha. I think that's a good bet. I think they're gonna run a lot. The Seahawks have given up, a lot on the ground, or at least they did last week. Um, Glenn Walker sharing a query or a trend says this can this be taken seriously. Seahawks 20-0 against the spread at home on a losing streak of 2 or more. That's interesting. I would take it more into consideration if they've had the same coach because maybe the coach just makes adjustments or gets the team ready to go. But with it being a new coach, a rookie coach, I don't really. It doesn't really move me. This stat. That's what I'll say. What up, Mickey? Um, what is this here from you, Capper? I'll put it up though. Let's see. Let me type it in because I didn't have it already. So I did see. I wish I could see it now. Season greater than or equal to 2019, and I think it said previously lost as a home favorite and road favorite. Let me see. Hit this query. Great results. I'll put it on the screen for you guys. Let's put it up there. And shout out to my guy UCapper. This is his query he just shared. Pretty much saying road favorite after losing the game they were expected to win going back 5 seasons. You see the results here, 62.3% against the spread. Says they're winning by about 6.4 points per game, and the average line is minus 4.7. So active on 2 teams this week. I like it. Appreciate you sharing that, you Capper. Think we got to do it, man. Think we got to do it. I'm curious, just curious what the money line is here. Best number I see is minus 175. I might just take both, honestly, because I think it's that strong of a spot for the 49ers that I think they cover. And just implied probability of them winning this game based on the spot for the Seattle. Like, I think this is definitely one of those games where I'll feel comfortable doing it. So I could triple up on this game. First half spread, full game spread, full game money line. That would be a lot on this game, but I'm liking it quite a bit right now. I like that team total first half that Mark gave out, 12 and a half. Let me just make sure that's still available here. Yeah, 12 and a half is out there. There's a 13 and a half. So I think those are all good bets. I think they all cash at the end of the day. He says, then add division. I didn't even see that. So I'll just glance at it real quick. I don't think I'll put it back on the screen. And division, even better, improves to 65.4%. The total on that is interesting. The total is definitely interesting. 19-7 to the under. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Says that these teams usually dominate defensively. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. These teams win by 8.7 points per game. Damn. I like it. I like it. I like it. Just, well, yeah, I'll play with that later, but appreciate you sharing that, you Capper. I feel like I had one. Let me look at my phone. Honestly, quick story time while I look at for this on my phone. I knew I was going out last night. I had thoughts in my mind about, you know, what I wanted to do with these games today and situations I wanted to look up or look at. And pretty sure I saved some in my phone. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's for different games. But man, I had something on this one. I really did. And it was 4-0, but I can't find it right now. So I'll roll with the stuff that you kept said there. But I did see a query. I don't know why. I can't remember what it is here. All right, let's see. Any more comments we can get on this one before we move on? I know, Jay. I know everybody's on San Fran today, but public's gonna win some time too. I don't like being on that side for football. I care a lot less in basketball, but I think this is the one right here, Jeff. I will update the Discord link. I will absolutely do that after the show. I'll finish the show. I'll put the timestamps, and then I'll update the Discord link. I got you, Dylan. All right. Yeah, let's cap style. Shout out to my guy, U Capper. That's how he does his shows, just like this. You know, U Capper. That's exactly what it is. A couple of them, not even just one. Um, Jonathan Thompson says, so everybody likes San Fran in my Nucky voice, man. Shout out to my boy Nucky. I do miss him, but man, I don't like it, but might have to be on that side today. Might have to do it. All right, let's move on down the list. Next up in rotation order is, and let me actually get this off the screen. We talked about that game for a long time. And yes, Tasha, I will be doing a show with the OG crew for NBA again this season. I'll give you guys some details on it when we short them up, but we will at least be on there the same days that we were last year, if not more. College football, like I said in the beginning of the show, I can't break it down the way I'm breaking down NFL. I can't break it down the way I break down NBA. A lot of it, the way I do it is listening to people who are, really good, really smart, and know a lot about college football, and just deciphering what I think is good information or, information that's going to help me cash, not good information, but information that's going to help me cash, and also reading the market. So I'm not going to talk too much about these 3 games, Coastal Carolina and James Madison. Let me just pull this back up here. Bear with me for 1 second. This odd screen says it opened 9, but I'm pretty sure I saw a different opening number. That's why I'm looking at it. Yeah, the other one I have says 11 and a half. And before I came on this show, the spread was at 9 and it keeps going down. I was trying to find reasons to back Coastal Carolina. I could be too late here. Um, but that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just trying to lead you guys in the direction. If you guys can help me find reasons or, whatever, this is what I'm gonna be looking at these ways to play or staying off of these games tonight, is what I'm saying. Next, um, UTEP and I'm sorry, Middle Tennessee and Louisiana Tech. That's next in rotation order. Says the total open 47 and a half. It looks like 49. Why do I feel like I gotta figure out where this odd screen is pulling this from? Because the total I have on this app says 51 and a half. So that's a big discrepancy. 51 and a half and 47 and a half opener. Regardless, it's at 49 right now. Um, this is one I need to look more into. I was trying to find reasons to bet the under because I just really reading the market. Everybody's betting the over in this one, and it was coming down. Like, I don't know. That's the kind of stuff that screams out to me. But I don't know a whole lot about these programs, so I'll do more information and try to find reasons to back under 49 in that game. And then last but not least, UTEP and Western Kentucky. Um, this game opened again. I have discrepancies here. It could be 20 and a half, it could be 18 and a half. And this is important stuff because right now we're looking at 20. So I'm going to go with this one here. I think it opened 20 and a half and it's gone down to 19 and a half, even though I see majority, everybody betting Western Kentucky and the line going down. So I want to find whatever reason I can or any reasons I can to help me bet UTEP plus the points in that game. So that's what I'll be doing throughout the day, finding information to try to help me make moves on those. But that's all I have for college. Unfortunately, we will have 5-star. He'll break them down real nice and give us some more winners tomorrow. But that's all I have for you guys. Mark agrees with that Middle Tennessee and Louisiana Tech under 49 and a half. So does Jay Cash. And he also likes that UTEP under. So I like seeing you guys on that Louisiana Tech under. Um, Easy says show it open 17 and a half and now 20. Okay, yeah, I appreciate you sharing that. I'll look more into it. Let's keep going down the list. I'm not touching any NBA preseason. We'll get to the regular season when it gets here. But next on the list, we will go. Looks like 693, 694. I'm sorry, my bad. 611, 612. Minnesota Lynx, New York Liberty, and open 5.5 point favorites for New York. You see mostly sixes on the board. There are a couple 6.5s. If you like the link side, you want to get the best of the number. Regardless what side you like. For the total, I don't see much movement. Open 159.5. That's still the consensus. There are a couple 159. So, like I said, take advantage of that. Let me just because I did not look at this. I'm pretty sure everybody's healthy, but I should have just double checked. So let me do my due diligence here. Go to the injury report for WNBA. Day lineups. Yeah, everybody's healthy. This is an interesting game for a lot of different reasons. But the Liberty, they've looked like the best team pretty much, from the best team for the entire season. I'll say that. They were hungry after that loss last year, and they showed it. They knocked the Aces off. I can't help but at least think about it. It's a little bit of an exhale after getting the Aces out of here. I know they're still hungry to win a championship, and they lost on this stage last year. So um, I don't know how much I put into that, but I do think there's something to. If they were off one more day, I would feel really strong about this. But they've been off for a few days. Meanwhile, the Lynx are in more of a rhythm. These teams that played, I think they played 4 times, I believe, this year. And the Lynx, they won 3 out of 4. So just put that in perspective. I mean, Liberty lost 8 games the entire season. They lost 3 to the Lynx. This is a team that is more than capable of competing with them. They're a team that has the better coach, and I worry about the Liberty off the little 3 day short layoff. So I'm thinking about the Lynx here. I'm really thinking about them early as well. First half, I'm thinking about them full game. I think that they can win this game outright. Like I said yesterday, I do have the Lynx to win a championship. I took before the playoffs plus 335, but I'm not sure that I'm not going to bet anything for this series right now as far as a series bet since I already have that in my pocket. I'm going to pull this up and screen share this a little bit. Let's see here. Get back to the money baller. So Liberty and Lynx. There was a couple things that stood out to me here. Just and let me get to the filters. So if we look at let's include the regular season first. So just looking at the Lynx in general, as a road dog in the first half, 11-1 against the spread. I mean, we know they were undervalued to start the year. Nobody expected them to be where they are right now. So I get a lot of that. But this is not a team that you can really be giving points to. They're one of the best teams, if not, they've shown they're one of the best teams in this league. Also 9-3 as a road dog. So anytime they're catching points, you've been better off more times than not just rolling with them. Meanwhile, the Liberty came into this season overvalued. You see them as a home favorite. They've only covered 6 out of 18 games. And I think this one should be lower. Like, I think it should be a -3 type game. I think the Lynx are going to fight, like I said. So I really think the six, you can get 6.5 too at a couple shops. I could see, like I said, I could see the Liberty winning this game outright. I mean, I'm sorry, I could see the Lynx winning this game outright, but I could absolutely see it being close. And the first half, that just goes to me thinking, um, it goes to me thinking that the Lynx are more in rhythm right now, even though, even though I feel like, well, maybe not. I mean, I got the records right here. I was gonna say Liberty have been good in the first half. Um, Lynx have been better. So early and often is kind of what I'm thinking. If we don't include the regular season, you still see Lynx has been a road dog twice. They covered both first halves. Um, I guess yeah, Liberty have been good in the first half. That's what I was thinking about there in the playoffs. So maybe I just maybe I wrote the full game instead of the first half, but I like the Lynx. I'm only looking towards the Lynx. There's nothing here that makes me want to bet the Liberty. This is, I mean, all of a sudden, look at the playoffs. Lynx first half 6-1 to the over, 5-2 to the over, full game. Liberty also turned into the over. I mean, let me go here. Historical matchups. The last 2 games, well, actually, the last game did make it over the total that we're looking at today. Game before that did not. Game before that did. I don't know. I just feel like both of these teams are more than capable of scoring. I know they're both good defensive teams, but I'll say this. It started me thinking about this started with what Vino said yesterday on the show. So the first half over, it made a lot of sense when I was listening to him, and just me thinking that the offensive firepower both of these teams have links the best 3 point shooting team in the league, et cetera, et cetera. I can only see it being fireworks in this first game. I really want to get there with some kind of over, whether it's that first half of Rob, but I don't think it even ends for the full game. I think the full game over can be in play too. Um, Let me see here. Yeah, I know my guy RC has something, but he can put it there if he wants to share. I'm looking at the links. I'm looking at the over. That is how I feel about this game. Let's see what the chat is saying about this one. David K says loving the links plus 6.5 and W tonight. Like seeing that. What up, Sean? He likes Fee on her points, rebounds, and assists. Um, yeah, I think Fee should go to work today. Not betting a whole lot of player props, but I can't talk you off Fee. Mike R says under. Interesting. I'm not sure if. Oh, yeah, I think it's this game he's talking about. Oh no, he's talking about a baseball game. They're saying in the chat. B Daddy likes Minnesota plus 6.5, and he also took the over in the first half as well. Likes John Quell to get over 9 rebounds. I think those are all good bets. Bill McDonald likes the Liberty first quarter and first half. Interesting there. They have been good too in the first half. Quincy says they went over 80.5 in the first half every game this year. Yeah. Mark also likes that first half over and full game over. He says first half from Vino yesterday. He did make it sound really good. Absolutely made it sound really good. Mm, Top 20 Louisiana, just sharing some stats on the game there. See my guy Jake says Liberty finally got past the Aces. Lynx spot today. We're in agreement with that. We're thinking the same there. Dan says these WNBA playoffs have been nothing but overs, it seems like. Well, these teams have been playing overs. UCapper says in the games where Fee played against Liberty, they scored 84, 94, and 88. So it sounds like he's liking a Lynx team total, something like that. He thinks they can score. Um, B Man Bet says 6.6.5 is a lot. I think it's a lot for this game too. Top from Louisiana says over is the bet that makes sense in the first game. I see mid 160s. All right, so we're kind of in the same page. The chat and myself. Jose Perez says Crispy Captain likes Liberty first half and full game money line. Interesting. I didn't get to check out Chris this morning, but appreciate you sharing that. So for myself, it would be Lynx and those two overs sound good to me too. That Louisiana Tech game just got hit to 48 and a half, even 48 popping up. So I might be late on these. And if I am, I might just have to let it go. But I'm gonna do my due diligence on that college before I make a bet. So that's WNBA. Baseball, I gotta be honest. I didn't even really look too close, and I don't even see starting pitcher for Detroit right now. Um, I could cap it out on the show, but I mean, I'll just do like this. How about this? We'll do something really, really quick. Really, really quick. How do I do this? Oh, wrong button. So present. Let's pull this back up, see if we can do it like this. So let's move over to MLB. Yeah, we got Tanner Bybee and no pitcher listed for the Tigers yet. Indians down in this series now. Um, Man, I don't remember the last time the Indians scored for real. Like, let me see. Am I tripping? Yeah, 0-0. I mean, those bats are cold. They scored 0 in this game versus Houston. Those bats, they did score 7. Um, was it 7 in that first game versus Detroit? But other than that, I mean, last 2 games, no hits. That's not something I like if I want to back the Guardians. Um, the bullpens for both of these teams, I trust, especially the Guardians. If I said the Indians, my bad, my mistake. Um, I want to try to get there with an under, but I need to know who's pitching for Detroit. Like I'm not doing it without him. And yeah, it's hard for me to cap this game without knowing who's going to be out there on the mound. So I want to find ways to bet the under. That's what I'll be doing all day. And let me see here. Bybee's last 5 starts, 5.87 innings pitched, giving up 1.6 runs. The last time he faced Tigers, which was the first game of the series, he went for a little bit less than 5 innings, and he didn't give up any runs. 6 strikeouts. So I think he can have another really good performance here. It's just who's going to be on the opposite side. So that's what I'll say for that one. And then let's look at the chat really quick. Yeah, my bad, Tariq. He says they're called the Guardians. I always go back and forth. He says he's on the under first 5 in full game, leaning towards the Tigers. Mark says check out Bobby's hits allowed. On that last game, he gave a 4. I mean, he is getting some hits, but not really translating to a lot of runs, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. Top 20 likes Cleveland under on their team total. Thinks those bats have just gone cold, and he's He's done. Sav says, if Reese Olson is out there, I'm not confident in him. And that's who Thomas thinks is going to be out there too. So I would I'll be in the same boat probably with that. That's not somebody that I would want to trust. And that La Tech game down to 48 pretty much almost everywhere now. So if you were one of those guys liking that side, I think you should get involved soon. Only if you feel confident though. Myself, like I said, I need more time. So next game, let me get back here. Or actually, I didn't even put no banner up, huh? Did I have a banner? Let me see how it looks while I screen share. It does cut off a little bit, but okay, we'll go Yankees and Royals. Get back over here to the screen share. So this one we have a matchup that we did see already. Garrett Cole versus Waka. And Yankees. Am I mistaken? Yankees up 2-1, right? In this series. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I had a night last night. So yeah, Yankees up 2-1. Let me go here. Last 5 stars for Cole. This one is probably just needs an update right here because this is not showing correct. So what I'll say is I think or I won't even think. I think both of these pitchers got lit up though, for real. And it was not a game where I expected them to. So Cole, yeah. Cole game log. My bad, you guys. He went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. Waka, pretty sure he got hit too, if I remember the game correctly. Yeah, he went 4 innings, gave up 3 runs. And these are guys who usually are better than that. I want to say Waka had good numbers versus a couple guys in his lineup before that game for the Yankees. So I was not expecting that one to be high scoring. I would think, these are two trustworthy guys, in my opinion. I would think they would come back and pitch a really good game here today. Um, yeah, baseball, like I said, I didn't get to look too much into, and that's something like I'll say that again. I've said this before. When you have a lot of sports going on at one time, you can kind of get into a point where you're spreading yourself too thin. And I want to do my due diligence on all of them before I'm placing my wagers. So, like I said, I need more time in baseball. I'll see what you guys think in this one, but I'm trying to find ways to bet the under in both games. Is what I'm looking at. So let me see you guys in the chat. Thomas says he bet Tigers and Yankees. Daniel says mentally Cleveland doubting themselves. Detroit super confident. They didn't even belong in the playoffs. They turned it around in the second half. I agree with that. Says he's looking at another under. Joey says desperation spot for Cleveland. He doesn't care who is pitching for Detroit. He thinks that they're gonna bring it today. So that's an interesting thought there. Let's see. First 5 under. Nardo says. I think that's about this Yankees game. Thomas likes the under in the Detroit Cleveland game. Gilbert thinks Judge will hit a home run. And Jose likes the Tigers and Guardians under on the full game. All right. So I'll wrap this up and do want to give a best bet for the show today. All right. So before we give best bets, I'll go ahead and do this again. We'll do a little bit of promo. If you guys are interested in the program let me see, I should have this here. Shout out to my guy Boofer for helping me out with that. Um, helping me out with that overlay. But my guy RC, he does have the website, the Money Baller. You guys saw me using it throughout the show. It's just an easy, quick way, good way to look at, a lot of the stats that you need to cap the game in one space. They're color coded, and it shows you all the trends, etc. If you would like to, check it out, there's a link in the description to this video. And if you click that, you use coupon code Skee, you'll get 50% off your first month. And it helps me cap the games too. So I would say if you like what you saw, take advantage of that. Use the promo code Skee to get 50% off your first month. Other than that, you guys know you can find all of my work at wagertalk.com. if you want to get every single bet or follow every single bet that I make. Now, best bet for the show, like I said in the beginning, I didn't place any bets before the show, but I came in here with my wallet open, ready. And I like a lot of things. What I'm willing to put in my pocket right now, let me actually just make sure I can get this same number. So bear with me for 1 second. Let me try to log in here. My bad, you guys. I don't like giving bets that I haven't taken or I can't get the same number, etc. At least you guys know that I'm actually, putting money on these bets. So bear with me for a second. Get logged in here. Just wanted to make sure I can get this same number. Yep, I can. So boom, we're gonna go like this here. I may add a little bit more, but I'll put this in for now. Boom, boom, boom. Um, place. All right, we're locked in. So best bet for the show. I like a lot of what I talked about. Very likely to bet all, if not, a lot of what I said in that San Fran game too. But I'm gonna go WNBA Finals Game One. Um, Lynx, for all the reasons I said earlier in the breakdown, we're gonna take them plus 6.5. I see it available at a few shops: BetMGM, DraftKings, Bookmaker if you have that. Probably some more shops that are not even on my odds screen, but I think that the Lynx, like I said, are capable of winning this game, and I think that it will be at least close if they do not. So Lynx plus 6.5 will be my best bet for the show today. Appreciate all you guys for rocking with me. Um, do my best to try to give you guys some good information. And tomorrow we'll have Rob Vino first. We'll talk a little bit of probably WNBA game two. We'll talk some college football a little bit. We'll talk a little bit of NFL. Then we'll have our guy 5 star follow up like he always does. He'll talk some college football. He'll talk some NFL, and we'll continue to make money like we always do. So appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, Casey. She reminds everybody to hit the like button before y'all go. Appreciate everybody in here. A lot of great people, a lot of great cappers, and that's why we're able to continue to beat the books together. So until tomorrow, best of luck on all your action. Good luck if you tell. Peace.